Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack. Now, it's been a while since I've done a controller tutorial video where I dedicate a video just helping you guys out with Overwatch specifically on your platform, which is on console. Now, you guys know me, I do play primarily on Xbox, but I never try to dedicate and specify my videos just for the console community. I try to keep it open to everybody that plays Overwatch, whether you're on PC, whether you're on console, whether you're a Hanzo main or normal. However, once in a while I will make a tutorial video that is tailored just for console. One, because that's the platform that I primarily play on, and two, I am aware that a large portion of tutorial videos for Overwatch are done by PC players, and sometimes people can get confused when looking at these tutorials or these trick videos and thinking, oh, it can only be done on PC, and that is exactly what I thought could only be done with this Mercy trick that I'm going to be showing you today. Today we're going to be looking at the Mercy trick that sends you straight up, straight into the sky, straight into the heavens where Jeff Kaplan is doing his crack and whatnot, and showing you guys how to do that on console. Now, I don't know if I was the only jabroni that thought that this trick could be done only on PC, but after stumbling across a Hoshi video, I soon realized that, wait a minute, that could easily be done on console, can it? And that's where this video comes into play, to show you that yes, it can be done on console, and actually how to do it on console, but also how to explain the trick, because, you know, some people don't even know how the trick works. So here we actually have the controller cam to show you the button inputs needed to perform any kind of trick. In this case, it is going to be the Mercy flab trick where you fly straight up. If you guys don't even know what the trick is, pretty much it's going to be like this, and then when you get to a bot or a teammate, you're going to fly straight up. What this does is that tricks any kind of enemy, Tracer, Genji, Doomfist, any testosterone boy that is wanting to chase after you, all because your Mercy is now going to get like, oh my god, is going to get all freaked out because they don't account for you flying up. Usually Mercy players, mainly me only, flies straight to an ally and just kind of sits there like, hi, how you doing, friendly bot? Sometimes if I want to get a little bit cheeky and a little bit freaky with it, I would fly to it and then I'll do a little skip and a hop. But what that does is that just allow the Tracer just to move like still a little bit closer to you. Whereas if you fly straight up into the sky, like let's see if I can do it again. If you fly straight up into the sky like that, that was a perfect fly up, then it's gonna freak the Tracer out. It's like, I can't get up there. I can't fly, and she's gonna feel like an idiot, and that is exactly what you want. Well, how do you do that? So the two things that you're gonna need to perfect is the button inputs and the timing of the fly. The first thing is gonna be the button inputs, and what you're gonna need to do is perfect the timing of the crouch and the fly. But you're gonna basically wanna do these at the same time, but not at the same time, because if you do press them at the same time, sometimes you will crouch and you will fly, but sometimes you will fly and then crouch. And that is not what you want to do. You do not want to fly and then crouch. You want to pretty much get on the floor and then fly to your allied bot. So before you even do anything, just do this like at least 20 times just so you can get kind of familiar with it, so you just know that you can easily do this. Just boom, boom. See how I'm almost doing it at the same time, but I'm not doing it at the same time because I'm doing it so fast, because I've done it hundreds of times at this point. I was practicing for 2 hours. Just continuously do this. This is the first thing that you need to get down. If you cannot do this, you cannot get this trick. You can do it from pretty much anywhere, but just you want to crouch and then fly, crouch and then fly, crouch and then fly. Now the second thing that you're going to want to practice is the timing of the jump. This is one thing that is the hardest part of this trick. This is what separates the good Mercies from the godlike Mercies, because they constantly practice, and even though I spent hours of this last night, it's still kind of inconsistent. So what I mean by this is that you're still going to be doing the crouch and fly technique, but there's going to be a tiny window where you're actually going to be pressing the A button. In that tiny window, that is going to determine the trajectory, I can't say that, trajectory of the jump, and the closer you are at the end of that window where you're just going to be kind of stuck, where you're just going to be kind of sitting, is going to be the highest point of when you're going to fly. So I'll try to just show you right here. So crouch, fly, right here's the window, and you see I did it a little bit too early because I shot at like an angle. The best way I can show you visually is through this graph right here. So you see the slope just kind of dips down a little bit, and that is because that is the time where you actually crouch and start flying. That flying part right there is the part where you're actually going to be just kind of jumping at a horizontal angle. What you want to do is is jumping at a vertical angle, and that is done when you're actually at the closest of the friendly bot, closest of the friendly ally, without actually ending your flight time. So basically, the closer you are to almost getting to that just dropping area where you're almost just done with your flight is how you're actually going to be able to perfect the jump or get the highest you can ever get. So I'm going to just try to do it right here. So you see, the closest I am to actually ending my flight is the highest I will ever go. So what I mean by that is, like, if I do that, you see how I kind of like jump a little bit? That means that that little tiny animation shows that my flight is ending. I cannot jump at all. Like I mentioned before, the earlier you jump, the more likely you're just going to be doing a horizontal jump, and that is not what you want. However, the later you jump, which is what you want, the more higher your jump. However, the later you do jump, the more at risk you are at just simply doing that hop and a skip, and that is not what you want. But that is also kind of what you want, because if you can get it a frame right before you do that hop and a skip, you are literally going to be flying high into the sky. And the best way that you know that you're doing it right is if you're able to make that ledge right there. Now there's 3 different jumps to determine how good of a jump it is. There's a LeBron jump, there's a Kobe jump, and there's a Michael Jordan jump. A LeBron jump is just hitting that little like railing right there. A Kobe jump is hitting the fence right there. And then a Michael Jordan jump, which is the perfect jump, is being able to fly over the fence. You want the Michael Jordan jumps, but it is so hard to get the Michael Jordan jump. Boom, boom, and see, that's a LeBron jump. I hit the little guardrail right there. So that wasn't too perfect. That means I did it a few frames too early. I want to try to get it as late as possible, which is hard. So boom. And that's going to be a LeBron jump. I did it way too early. It just takes timing. It just takes practice. But if you do this over and over with this bot specifically, then you should be able to do it in any kind of game. And there you see that was a Kobe jump. So hopefully this tutorial did help you. Again, this might be a known thing in the cons community. I might be dumb for doing this kind of video, but if this just helped one Mercy main, then this video is definitely worth it. Again, or just my channel in general isn't supposed to make godlike players even more godlike. It's supposed to help just anybody out, and if that means just one person, then this video was definitely worth it. But hopefully this did help you. Thank you, Hoshi, for making the video and inspiring this video. But I definitely need to show the cons community, again, if they didn't already know, that it is very much possible to do this on console. It just takes practice. But hopefully the explanation of that tiny little window also told you how to perfect this trick, because that window of timing along with the button inputs, doing it properly, is so important. And hopefully this even helped you godlike Mercy mains if you don't already do this already, or just reminded you, hey, you should probably do this because it can freak out a lot of flanking DPS heroes coming after you. So anyway, guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.